Welcome everyone, Karen Itin here. Today I'm going to be making a new pincushion for this Singer 281-1 machine. This pincushion has been on this machine for years, and we're going to see what all comes out of it. And I've already taken it off, and I found a whole bunch of pins and a bunch of needles that were in there. This one got bent. Put it over there. And then we're just going to clean it all up, right? So I have this little pretty pink here piece of cotton material that I cut off. And then I have a little bit of quilt batting. And I'm just going to kind of fold it a little bit here. And kind of put it in the middle. So I'm folding a piece of quilt batting, probably about 1.5 inches wide, and then I'm going to just kind of fold it over. I'm going to fold it again. You don't have to be real perfect with this, right? I'm going to find a pin here. I'm going to pin it a minute, and then I'm just going to kind of whip this together. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's all going to be hidden, right? So you could even take a sewing machine, stitch it down on your sewing machine if you want, but I want it to just kind of look a little not with the machine. So I just found some scrap thread that I had on that pincushion, and I'm just kind of taking a little running stitch along the back side of this, just kind of holding it together. Very simple. This is going to be facing, in the machine, on the machine, and you're not going to see. And as I pull this needle out, it has a burr on it. It's like sticking to the cotton. So that will go in the trash. Anytime you have a pin that just doesn't act right, and it makes some sort of a snag, or it makes some sort of a a problem going in or going out of the material, get rid of it. Find something better, because you don't need it to ruin any fine fabrics. Okay, this was enough to get me all the way to the end here, just to hold the two layers together, really. And then I'm going to knot it off here. Circle, go through, circle, go through. Okay. So there. So now we have a piece that looks like this. It's padded. So now what we're going to do is we're going to put it on the machine, and I want to put it back here a ways. Last time it was way up here, a little bit too close, and it would get, some of the pins would get tangled up in the thread that's coming to the front of the machine. So I'm just going to put it here, and I'm going to bring it, the bottom of it, up as much as I can, and then I'm going to fold the raw edge under, and then I'm going to pin this, and then I'm going to stitch it onto here. And then once we turn it, this will be on the back side and you won't see it as much. So let me pin it in place. Got something here. A little bit challenging trying to pin it on the machine, but that's what we need, right? That's what helps us with our job. And that one was looking really cruddy. It had oil on it, and it just, yuck. It's like, I don't need that. So we'll be taking this all apart. So I need a little thread here. I actually have a little pink handy. Cut a piece here off of the bobbin. We're going to thread this needle, and then we can kind of stitch it onto our machine and then turn it around and then clean out this old one, throw that away, and then we have a nice new pincushions. Boy, the lighting today is, it's raining here today. It's been raining for 3 days. All right, I'm going to double this up because I don't know how strong this thread is, and my pincushions really get used a lot, so I want to make sure that it's sturdy. It'll last me another year or so. Okay, and then I'm just going to kind of hide the knot under the fold here. And then just kind of grab the underneath piece. And then just kind of stitch this in place. Stitch it on here. I've been meaning to do this for a long time, especially opening up my shop. And again, and I haven't had a chance to do it. And I sometimes still use this machine. I have heavier things. I'm going to make it workable. I'm halfway there now. Okay. And I'm just going to sew across, grabbing the underneath layer of the knit and the top. Hopefully this will be okay. Kind of like the needle doesn't want to go in. I hope the pins will. And I should have grabbed some other sort of fabric, but I kind of wanted the pink in here. All right, then I'm just going to go up a little bit to hold this fold in place. It's not peeking out at us on the back of the machine because it'll show on the back of the machine the way I have my machine positioned. It's kind of backed up to my cutting table, so they're all kind of ready to go at any point, right? I just have to plug it in. I don't keep my machines plugged in. The way it storms here, I don't keep a lot of my machines plugged in all the time. My main one I do, my Juki, I keep plugged in because I'm always on it, but these ones that I use just kind of periodically, I don't. Okay, so I'm putting it all the way back to the back of the machine. You see it? And then underneath here, and then I have a padded front, so let's see how. And what I like to do is I put my needles in from the side. I line them up on the side, so I can always find my needles. They're not mixed in so much with my pins. So I slide my needles in on the side, right-hand side. And if you have one that doesn't act good, then get rid of it. And then my pins, I either put going up or going down, either way. So let's see what we have here in this mess that we cleaned out. And this all came from underneath. So as time goes on, you will lose your needles inside your pincushion. And once you take it apart, you'll find new needles again. Like here's a Sharps little short one, right? Wonderful for hand sewing. Does such a nice fine job. Look at all the needles. I was like, where are all the needles going all the time? I couldn't figure it out. Well, it tells you. And then I have one for, this has elastic on it now, but I use this for upholstery work and, you know, sewing on different things. Sometimes I make rugs and all kinds of things. So I put those towards the back because I don't always use those, so I don't want to have those in my way. So I put those on the back. Here's another one, another big one, right? Those are great for making rugs and other things. Have those there. And then some big pins, and then here's my other big needle. Probably don't need to keep this yarn on. It's kind of a yarn needle. That thing has come in so handy. It's getting a little dull, I think, or it's just this fabric. Doesn't want to go in. I'll go on that one. Here's another big pin. upholstery pen. Here's another plastic one for working on plastic. My big needles do not like this material. Another needle. Put that off to the side. And then what do we have? Safety pins. You never know what I'm going to find in this thing. Look at this thing. Tell me, what is it? It's a safety. It's a straight pin. Kind of odd. I'll put that down here. Maybe good for upholstery. Sewing needle. Put that back. Hairpin needle, or a hat pin. Sorry. Hat pin needle. A couple more pins. Another hat pin. But this looks so much neater, so much cleaner, right? So we want to keep our shop looking good. Paper clip. Now, why would I need that? I don't. That'll be junk. I'll throw that right away. I'm just going to keep the headed pins, the pins with the head. Those are the ones I grab. I like. Especially those fine heads on the pins. Those are the best pins. A little bit harder to get a hold of, but they are nice and fine and do a really nice job. All right, now here's the back. Now let's see if anything pulls out that is actually needles. There's one. So if any of these are needles, I'll salvage the needles. I have plenty of pins. There's a needle. Nice little one. I think that, oh, there's another one. You never know what you're going to find. There's another one. Okay. Maybe one more pin. Bunch of fuzz on it. So I think that's about it. I'm going to look it over one more time and just see. One more needle, one more pin. I mean, what else comes of this? And that is it. I'm throwing this whole thing away. It is gnarly. Pincushion I'll keep. I'll keep the needles. Line those up. I'm finding some nice small ones. That's what I needed. I got some long ones, but I'm gonna have to get some little sharps. Sharps is a brand name that's really nice for tailoring. Okay, and then I'll keep these couple pins. Safety pin comes in handy having it at your pin cushion on your machine because you can pull elastic through and use it for different things. So it's nice to have that. And then these won't go on here for some reason. I'm just going to make a little, but I want to keep them together. So I'm going to make a little clip with my scissors. And I'm going to put them together in that little slit. So I have them together. Okay, that I'll put on my bulletin board, a thumbtack, and then all of this can go away. So there, we've made a nice pin cushion. Let me grab the camera and I'll show you how it turned out so nice. Didn't it turn out nice? I have my pins to this side, that's what I like to do. And then my specialty needles up here, and then my other pins there, and I got room for more, right? So that's what I like to do. So anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that helps out with making a pin cushion for your machine. It's very handy to have it hooked to the machine like this instead of just separate, and it falls off from time to time, and it just isn't very practical for me because I'm always busy in my shop. And this way I have everything that's secure and it just works out so much nicer for me. So, and I'm sure it will for you too. So thanks so much for watching this video. Please like, there's a lot of you watching, but no one's liking, and people are very little commenting. So please comment and subscribe to this channel. We're going to be learning and doing a lot more things that can help you in your sewing shop. So thanks so much. My name was Karen Itin, and I will be talking to you all in the next video. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.